Question number 7. 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square plus 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus and so on. So what is my nth term? My nth term will be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square and so on until n square. So what do you see? This itself is a sum of the squares of numbers. This will be n into n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6. So when I multiply it inside, this is not the series, okay? This is not the summation. You have to find out what your an is, then find the summation. So when I multiply inside, what do I have? N times 2n square plus n plus 2n plus 1 divided by 6. I have n times 2n square plus 3n plus 1 divided by 6. So what do I have when I multiply this inside? 2n cube plus 3n square plus n divided by 6. When I split this, I am left with 2n cube by 6, which is n cube divided by 3 plus 3n square divided by 6. So it is n square divided by 2 plus n by 6. So this is my an. Now what is my ak? Ak is k cube divided by 3 plus k square divided by 2 plus k divided by 6. Now taking summation on both sides, I have sigma k equals 1 to n of ak equals sigma k equals 1 to n of k cube divided by 3 plus summation k equals 1 to n of k square divided by 2 plus summation k equals 1 to n of k divided by 6. Okay. So now I take the constants outside. So what does my summation look like? 1 by 3 of summation of k cube enna? It is n times n plus 1 divided by 2 the whole square. Plus I am taking the constant outside. I have 1 by 2. Summation of k square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Plus, I am taking the 1 by 6 outside. What is my summation of k? N into n plus 1 by 2. So, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. So, when I open this bracket, what do I have? I remove this bracket. I have n into n minus 1 the whole square divided by 4. So, I see that my denominators are all 12. So, I need not take the LCM. So, when I take n into n plus 1 divided by 12 outside, what am I left with in the first term? 12 edutache. N into n plus 1 edutache. I have another n into n plus 1. So I have n into n plus 1 plus the 12 is taken out. N into n plus 1 is taken out. I am left with 2n plus 1 plus 12 edutache. I am left with 1. N into n plus 1 will edutache. So what do I have? N into n plus 1 divided by 12 times, I am going to multiply this inside. So I have n square plus n plus 2n plus 2. 2n plus n is 3n. So I will simply write that 2n plus n is 3n. What does this look like when I do the splitting the middle term? I need the product to be 2, I need the sum to be 3. So it is 2 into 1. So what does it become? N square plus 3n plus 2 can be written as n square plus 2n plus n plus 2. N I have n plus 2 plus 1. So this is n plus 2 times n plus 1. So what can I write instead of this? I have n into n plus 1 times n plus 2 times n plus 1 divided by 12. So I have 2n plus 1, which is nothing but n into n plus 1 the whole square times n plus 2 divided by 12. Okay. Question number 8. Find the sum to n terms of the series whose nth term is already given. So an equals n into n plus 1 times n plus 4. So I am going to multiply this inside. I have n into n square plus 4n plus n plus 4. This is n into n square plus 5n plus 4. This is equal to n cube plus 5n square plus 4n. This is my an. So what is my ak? K cube plus 5k square plus 4k. Taking summation on both sides, I have sigma k equals 1 to n of ak equals sigma k equals 1 to n of k cube plus sigma k equals 1 to n of 5k square plus sigma k equals 1 to n of 4k. So what do I have? K cube, it is n into n plus 1 the whole square divided by 4. It is n into n plus 1 divided by 2 the whole square. I have written it down in the simpler way. Plus I have a 5 times k square n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Plus what is it for 4k? 4 comes outside. For k it is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So my LCM is 24. So I have to multiply this term by 6. So I have 6 times n into n plus 1 the whole square plus I have to multiply this term by 4. So I have 20 n into n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 plus in the term I have to multiply by 12 because I need the LCM to be 24. So 12 times 4 is 48. 48 n into n plus 1 divided by 24. When I take 2 outside and n into n plus 1 outside, what do I have? 2n into n plus 1 of, here I am left with 3n into n plus 1. So it is 3n into n plus 1 plus I have taken the 2 outside. So I am left with 10 into n plus 1 velila irukku. So it is 2n plus 1. So 10 into 2n plus 1. 10 into 2n plus 1. Here when I take the 2 outside I am left with 24. N into n plus 1 is outside. So it is plus 24 divided by 24. So this 2 and this 24 gets cancelled. I have a 12 which is equal to n into n plus 1 divided by 12 of, I'm going to multiply it inside. So 3n square plus 3n plus 20n plus 10 plus 24. So what do I have? So I have n into n plus 1 divided by 12 of 3n square plus 23n plus 34. Okay, this is my final answer. Ninth question. Your an is given to be n square plus 2 to the power n. So what is your ak? K square plus 2 to the power k. Now taking sigma on both sides, k equals 1 to n of ak equals sigma k equals 1 to n of k square plus sigma k equals 1 to n of 2 to the power k. So first let me take this. What do you know? Sigma k equals 1 to n of k square is nothing but n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Now what is this? Sigma k equals 1 to n of 2k is nothing but when k equals 1 you have a 2. When k equals 2 you have 2 square. When k equals 3 you have 2 cube and so on until 2 to the n. So what do you see? This is a GP. 2 square divided by 2 is 2. 2 cube divided by 2 square is 2. So you have the same common ratio. So the given series is a GP. So GP la first term enna? A equals 2. What is your common ratio? 2 square divided by 2. A2 divided by A1. So which is 2. What is your sum? Sn equals, your R is greater than 1. So I am going to use the formula A times R to the n minus 1 divided by R minus 1, which is 2 times, what is my R? 2 to the n minus 1 divided by 2 minus 1. So this is nothing but 2 times 2 to the n minus 1. So what is my final answer? My final answer is the summation of the two. So which is equal to n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 divided by 6 plus 2 times 2 to the n minus 1. This is my final summation. Okay. Question number 10. Your an is 2n minus 1 the whole square. So what is your a minus b the whole square formula? A square plus b square minus 2ab, 2 times 2n. So it is minus 4n. So what is my ak? I'll rearrange the terms. So I have 4k square minus 4k plus 1. Taking summation on both sides, I have k equals 1 to n of ak equals summation of k equals 1 to n of 4k square minus summation of k equals 1 to n of 4k plus summation of k equals 1 to n of 1. So another 4 comes outside. Summation of k square is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 divided by 6 minus 4 times summation of k is n into n plus 1 divided by 2 plus summation of 1 to n times another 1 into n, which is n. So here I can cancel. I have 2 divided by 3. Here I can cancel. This is 2. So what is my LCM? My LCM is 3. So here I have 2n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1. In that I have to multiply this by 3 to get the LCM 3. So I have minus 2 times 3 is 6. 6n times n plus 1 plus 3 all multiply panna I have 3n the whole divided by 3. Okay. Now I cannot take anything outside, so I have to multiply everything. So here I have 2n times 2n square plus n plus 2n plus 1 minus 6 into n square plus n plus 3n divided by 3. So I have 2n of 2n square plus 3n plus 1 minus 6n square minus 6n. You see, minus 6 old multiply panna minus 6n square minus 6n plus 3n the whole divided by 3. So when I multiply this inside, I have 4n cube plus 6n square plus 2n minus 6n square minus 6n plus 3n divided by 3. So the 6n square and 6n square goes off. I have 2n plus 3n minus 6n. 2n plus 3n is 5n. 5n minus 6n is minus n. So I have 4n cube minus n divided by 3. n velila edutha I have n times 4n square minus 1 divided by 3. 4n square can be written as 2n the whole square. So I have n times 2n the whole square minus 1 eppadi eludalam? 1 square edulama. So I have a square minus b square, which is nothing but n times a plus b into a minus b divided by 3. Okay. So with this we are done with sequences and series. So do subscribe to the channel. Video pudichirundaduna like pannunga, share pannunga, comment pannunga if you have any doubts or if you have any extra questions, do let me know in the comment section below. I'll try to solve more exam questions and some complicated questions. Important questions video varudhu. Okay? So stay tuned. Bye.